It's finally here! It's pizza time, baby!
Pizza time.
The new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer just dropped and everybody is losing their minds right now. I have never seen anyone hype up a trailer so much as they did with this one. They released three different TV spot teasers in one day for the trailer for the movie. And honestly, I don't blame them. Have you seen the trailer yet? It got over 1 million views in just 5 minutes. 5 minutes! That's insane! This has become bigger than Disney Day. Spoilers for the trailer, I guess? I don't know what I'm saying, but we saw Doc Octopus, we saw the Green Goblin, we saw Sandman, we saw Electro with his iconic comic book look this time. We saw the Lizard, Dr. Kurt Connors from the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man. This trailer had so much and yet no sign of Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. Although they did give us a little tease, which definitely sent goosebumps all over my body the second I heard it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. This scene.
You're not Peter Parker.
Oh my gosh, I am so freaking hyped for this movie. I cannot wait. Welcome back everyone, it's Michael, and this is going to be my video on the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Never before have I seen anyone release 3 separate TV spot teasers for the trailer that comes out later that day. We're going to break it all down and look at all the hidden details you missed just because everything happened so fast. I've already rewatched it like 100 times already and it's only been out for 30 minutes. If all goes as planned, I'm hoping I'll be able to watch it in my sleep tonight. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. We've got a great community here that loves to talk about all the same things that you love to talk about. So be sure to go down and hit that red button to join the community. But we're going to swing right into it because there's a lot to talk about. I thought the first trailer was jam-packed. Holy cow. They went so far above and beyond what I was expecting with this one. Not gonna lie, as many Easter eggs that we got for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I was still a little surprised that we didn't see them even in the last split second. The movie literally comes out 1 month from today. I'm not really sure if they're going to release a third trailer. It's not like they need to get us more hype to convince us to watch it. I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother is already on their way to the theater to put up the tent and get in line. I know I am. Part of me honestly kind of really hopes that they'll wait for the Tobey Maguire Andrew Garfield reveal for the theaters. Marvel is really good at picking and choosing which spoilers to reveal, and I just really hope they make the right decision with this one. One of my favorite things about going to the theater is experiencing a movie for the first time live with everyone else. No spoilers, you don't know what's going on, you're just in the moment with everyone else. It's real emotions. And that shock and awe with the goosebumps over everyone in the crowd at the same time, it just wouldn't be the same if they revealed it in the trailer. Fingers crossed on that one though. It was so nice to finally get a look at all the villains for this movie. We got really up close and personal with Doc Ock, which I gotta say, it's so good to see Alfred Molina back to reprise his role as the Octopus. It's gonna be so weird to see all these villains that died fighting Spider-Man alive and in a different universe still looking for Spider-Man. They've all aged, of course, so it just leaves us to wonder what happened to the Spider-Man that they ended up fighting. When Doctor Strange did the spell to erase Peter Parker as Spider-Man's identity from everyone's mind, did that also erase the same thing in all the other multiverses? Did that rewrite history so that Doc Ock never found out Spider-Man was Peter Parker and he never caught up to him for his final battle? What about the Green Goblin? If he never found out who Spider-Man really was, he might not have ever died or got to have that final battle that he had with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Because I'm pretty sure the Spider-Man still exists, but I wouldn't be surprised if the spell went past the MCU and leaked into the Sam Raimi universe as well as the Amazing Spider-Man's universe. Same thing with Electro. He's alive and well. Actually, it looks like he's in his prime, his peak of power, and that one line where he says, "You're not going to take this away from me," it seems like he really means it. He finally achieved true power and he doesn't want Spider-Man to defeat him. Also, I'm so happy that they went with the comic book look a little bit more with this character. The yellow lightning and the original mask really suit him. It looks so good here. It's so nice to see a more aged and worn Jamie Foxx in this character's shoes. It feels like they're really giving him a second chance at redemption for this character, and I'm really happy they did. And speaking of redemption, do you know what I found out? Only 8% of you guys that watch the videos are subscribed. Shout out to that 8%, you guys are the best. And if you're part of the giant 90% that's not subscribed, what are you even doing? If you enjoy the videos and you want to support the channel so I can keep making more videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Doesn't cost anything, but it helps me out a lot. I hope to at least see you guys in the next video because I've got some more Spider-Man ones coming soon, but more on that later. But I was just thinking about all these things because what if we get a proper rematch for all of these villains that fought Spider-Man? What if we get to see Tobey Maguire go up against William Dafoe's Green Goblin? It's like all these villains got a chance at redemption by coming back from the dead and everyone converging into this one universe where they all exist now. And just from seeing the trailer, it's so cool to see everyone in one movie. The only sad thing is, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man both got shut down from their next movies because their last movies flopped from having too many people in them. And this one looks like it has 10 times as much as both of them put together. So while I have that little worry, that Spider-Man third movie curse in mind, I'm also at the same time putting all my faith in Marvel and in the MCU that this could possibly be the best Spider-Man movie of all time. It would be a shame if this is the best Spider-Man movie and Stan Lee isn't able to be in it. Please tell me in the comments who you're most excited to see in this movie, especially the villains. Can you imagine if these are variants that killed their Spider-Man in their universes? I mean, it doesn't make too much sense, but it would be such a dark and unexpected twist for this film. Also, something super interesting in this trailer, Doc Ock's tentacles. Originally, in the poster they released last week, it looks like they had a tint of red and yellow as if they had some kind of Stark technology inside of them. And I was like, yeah, maybe it could just be weird colors on the poster, but no, we clearly get a shot of his tentacles adapting and connecting with Stark's nanotech. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if when he grabs Peter on the bridge, that's the moment when the nanotech integrates with Doc Ock's arms. Yeah, you can literally see Stark's tech coming out of Doc Ock's tentacles and reinforcing into them. Just what we need, a super octopus. We can also see that the Green Goblin's grenade is the exact same one from the original Spider-Man movie. This is just such a nice touch. Also, let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this video and want me to make more. I would love to make more videos on this new Spider-Man movie. All you gotta do is let me know. We also get a look at the black and gold suit on Spider-Man, which looks incredible, especially at night. I'm so curious if this is from Wakanda. Spidey's out here looking like Black Panther suited up in vibranium. You know what? Maybe this is because Doc Ock took his nanotech suit and it's in Doc Ock's arms right now, so they had to turn to the Wakandans for a new suit and they just made it out of vibranium like it's nothing special. Doc Ock's tentacles look so good. I love that they look over with him when he looks over. I'm just so curious how they ended up capturing him and if he's going to eventually work with them and become an anti-hero and help stop the other villains after they try to reason with him or something. But side note, it also looks like Ned is armed with a weapon in this movie. Is he rocking a crossbow? I don't know what that thing's supposed to do. Maybe it's an advanced Stark technology nanotech crossbow or something. If it's not, I'm not sure how he's going to stop Sandman with that. Maybe it'll get tricked out and become a gadget that he can do his part and help fight the villains a little bit with. Also, we finally get some shots of this glorious scene at the Statue of Liberty. I'm not sure what all that scaffolding on it is, but it looks like they're building a statue or building on top of it to honor Captain America, which they're calling the greatest Avenger. This also looks like the building that MJ will fall off of later. It also kind of looks like they just put Captain America's shield over top of the Statue of Liberty. Spider-Man is clearly running and jumping off of her crown, and when the camera pans up, you can see her torch being held up in the air with Captain America's shield in front of it. I don't know if they're trying to replace the Statue of Liberty with a Captain America statue. Maybe it's as a symbol of hope or as a tribute to him. Yeah, you can literally see Doctor Strange standing on her torch later in the trailer after it crashes and the shield falls down. I also felt like it was a little weird for Strange to ask the kids to handle this situation. He kind of seems like he's acting a little bit off in these trailers, right? Or is that just me? I'm not saying he's Mephisto, but he might be Mephisto. They could totally pull a Nick Fury on us where we find out at the end of the movie that he was a Skrull all along. And in the end credit scene, we could just learn that Doctor Strange was elsewhere the whole time and it was Mephisto. I feel like that's a theory for another video on its own though, but it also looks like Strange implanted some kind of device into the vibranium suit so that Peter could use the time stone or possibly use the device to go through portals and travel through the multiverse on his own. We also get to see some beautiful shots of Sandman and Electro wreaking havoc in the city. I want so much destruction. I was thinking they could just destroy everything since Strange is just going to undo it all, but it looks like this is after the mess up and all the villains came to town, so messing with the multiverse more just might mess things up worse. It's so nice to see J.K. Simmons reprise his role as J. Jonah Jameson once again for this movie. He's looking as good as ever. Disney really just achieved God status with all that money they've been making over all those years off all the MCU movies and became Thanos to the point where they can hire anyone they want, pay anyone they want, just at the snap of their fingers, and when you finally start listening to the fans, this is what you get. Something interesting I found, Doctor Strange tells Peter that all these villains were supposed to die fighting Spider-Man, and it looks like Peter turns on Strange to try to save them, and that's when Strange knocks his consciousness out of him. I really want to know more about this. I'm so excited for this aspect of the movie. I'm so curious about what Strange's spell did to all the villains in the other multiverses. I wonder if this means that William Dafoe's Green Goblin is still alive and continuously fighting Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker in their universe. I wonder if this means that Electro never died and he is still growing stronger and looking to fight Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in his universe. I wonder if this means that Gwen Stacy never died because they never got in that fight at the end of the movie. So many things become what ifs just from this one trailer. They could literally rewrite the entire Spider-Man universe before this movie and weave it back together into making sense. I'm so intrigued by that shot of Aunt May running with that vial of green stuff. I can only imagine what that'll be. Looks like she's being attacked and definitely running for her life. It doesn't look like there's an Uncle Ben yet, but hopefully they don't kill her off before they get the chance to meet. We finally get to see our first shot of Electro, and boy does he look good. I am so glad they gave Jamie Foxx a chance at redemption with this character. I don't think he's gonna let us down. Also, he says, "You're not going to take this away from me." It sounds like not only him, but his character as well is getting a second chance to truly become powerful and fight Spider-Man once again. We also see a moment where it looks like Electro shoots at Doc Ock on the building and blows him up. I wonder if any of the villains will be going up against each other, or if they'll be semi-teaming up with Spider-Man at some point to help stop the other villains, because it kind of looks like they're fighting each other in the scene. And that one shot of Sandman blocking Electro's blast from the first trailer was kind of sus. Plus, we do get to see that they actually capture Doc Ock and end up holding him in some kind of underground safe house, maybe where they end up talking to him and reasoning with him later. But quick side note, they had better not kill off MJ. I swear. This is a Gwen Stacy reference from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This is how she dies. And I really hope that MJ doesn't die. If you look closely, it almost looks like the glove belongs to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. It kind of looks like his hand from his suit, not really Tom Holland's Spider-Man suit. Just a thought. It would be cool if Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man saves MJ falling almost as a little bit of redemption since he failed to save Gwen. Or maybe in his universe, Gwen Stacy never fell in the first place, and this is his first time catching a love interest falling from a building. Hopefully that doesn't mean he'll mess it up and drop her. My heart would sink. And not gonna lie, that "You're Not Peter Parker" tease was absolutely perfect because we know who is going to show up as Peter Parker.
Pizza time.
You're not Peter. Boom, the multiverse begins. And then in the end, when Doctor Strange says that they're coming through, that has got to be referencing Tobey and Andrew. I am so excited for them to finally all swing into frame on the big screen together. This movie is just going to be so epic. It also looks like we got our first taste of the new Goblin in this movie. His outfit looks so cool. I'm just curious what universe he's coming from. Maybe this is what became of James Franco's Goblin from Spider-Man 3. Also, is Venom going to be in this movie? Tell me in the comments what you think and let me know if you want me to make more videos on this because I have more videos I want to make on this. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go to sleep now. It's late. I will have another video up soon, but until then, I will see you in the comments. Peace.